Hi, my name's Darah and I'm 20 years old. I just had surgery about a month ago. What happened is that I was very self-conscious about my nose, and I've always wanted to change it for so long. And I did my fair share of research and looked up the top surgeons in New York, and Dr. Garrett was one of them. I ironically was speaking to one of my friends who got their nose done here at Dr. Garrett's office, and as soon as I came here, I felt like I was at home. And I instantly called and I was like, oh, I want a consultation. They booked me in right away and I got to speak to Dr. Garrett. And when I came in and we were speaking in his office, he showed me my before and after pictures of my nose, and I literally fell in love, and I truly mean that. I was able to see what points I wanted to bring up, what I wanted to bring down, what needed to be shaved off, and he knew just by looking at me what I wanted to fix and what I felt deep down inside, and that's how I knew we had a connection together and I wanted this to be my surgeon. And what happened is that since it was getting closer to surgery, I was like, alright, I'm going to be under anyways, why don't we look at breast augmentation? I've had larger breasts before, and since I diet now, I've lost all my breast tissue, so I wanted to get my implants back to the size that I was. And Dr. Garrett brought me through a whole slideshow of what's the good and what's the bad, and how we figured out the way that the implants were going to be put in, and if it was going to be silicone or saline, and he knew exactly what needed for my body, the size that was perfect, because I wanted to be a little bigger, and he knew, I trusted him. I was like, this is the size that I'm going to be. I had plenty of questions, and even when I left and I called the office staff was absolutely amazing. They answered every single question to the T, even though I had 1,000 more questions to ask. And the day of the surgery came, and I was very nervous, I always am, and they gave me my pre-op, so I was able to have all my vitamins and what I needed to take, so when I came in I was fully prepared, except for when I was anxious. And then they told me to just trust the process, and I went in and I woke up and that was it. It was 1, 2, 3. And I was completely prepared with all my post-op. They gave me everything before the surgery of what I need to do after. And it was a very easy ride. I've loved everything about it. I recommend Dr. Garrett to everyone out there, even if it's lips, breast, anything, any part of your body. I completely recommend. He made me look completely natural, to the point that people on the streets and people that know me, they figured something was a little different about me, and they couldn't figure out anything of what it was, and that's what I'm happy about, because it was completely natural. Dr. Garrett doesn't say, oh, you want this person's nose? Okay, let me put it on your face. Oh, you want this size? Let me put it on your body. He puts it exactly to your proportions and what's going to look best for you, and that's what made me feel extremely comfortable, because I knew that this is the doctor for me, and it's definitely the doctor for everyone else.